is up, Force fam? Star Wars Dad back for another one. Got an interesting deck for you today. Before we get into today's video, as always, please make sure to smash that like and subscribe button. Please hype if you're on your mobile device. Also, please make sure to sign up for the 8,500 subscriber giveaway, where I'll be giving away 3 hyperspace liberties to 3 lucky winners in the comments. So make sure to sign up for that under community posts on the YouTube channel, and I will have a link below. And for today's video, I'll be giving away 1 copy of an Anakin Prestige to 1 lucky winner in the comments. So just kind of let me know what, especially if you've played this deck, but what are the 6 cards that you would cut to get this down to 54? Would love to hear different people's takes on this, especially if they played this, or, after you watch the video, if you try out the list. Would love to get some feedback, as this is such a different kind of deck to build. So as always, if you want to support the channel or want to get more exclusive content and updated deck lists from me, make sure to check out the Patreon. I greatly appreciate all the support. So to get into today's video, so this is a deck I have seen floating around a little bit, more of a control style build. Initially, when I built Mando, I built it with Colossus, thinking, obviously Colossus has a lot of synergy with Mando with the card draw, but I didn't necessarily think it had enough in the hero colors to make a control deck, because I definitely did try initially when I was building this. But I've seen some lists floating around using the villainy top end, as it is so strong. And so I started messing around with it myself just to kind of see how it felt. At first, I was like, I don't think I like this that much. I feel like Dedra is just better as a control build. But as I have tweaked this more and more and found ways to kind of get the most out of the hero and the villainy cards and tried out different ideas, I've started to really enjoy this deck a lot. It is not for everybody, I'll say that. It is it plays pretty weird. I've seen definitely a few different styles of builds with this. The one thing I'll say is actively I'm trying to figure out how to get back down to 54 cards. But I will say that this 60 has felt really good. And you'll kind of see in the games today. Early on in testing, there's going to be some cards in the video that are not in here anymore. I think the one that stands out is probably Karis, which I still think is a very good card in here. The reason it's not in here right now is because I'm trying out Imperial Door Technician with Reckless Sacrifice, which has felt pretty sweet. The idea behind that is to play it turn 1 or turn 2, discard the Imperial to get a villainy card into your discard pile and do 5 damage to a threat. Oftentimes in this deck, most of the time, you're just claiming initiative on turn 1 to draw a card. And then turn 2, depending on what your opponent is doing, you have a multitude of options. Obviously, the reason to play Imperial Door Technician is to get Anakin online on curve. Anakin has, since I've added Anakin, this deck has felt a lot better, as it gives us a mid-range tool. And initially, I didn't have the Door Technician in there, so Anakin was like, okay. But now that I've added that card in, Anakin has felt even better. Anakin gives us another really strong finisher to take over the board with our units and kind of outlast and outgrind our opponents, because we have so many strong top-end cards in this deck. Anakin is one of them. Rebellious Hammerhead is obviously a very good mid-range card, and I'd say Anakin is not as good as Rebellious Hammerhead on curve most of the time. But later in the game, Anakin just becomes really, really strong. Hammerhead is obviously one of our best cards, just because we draw so many cards in here. But let's get down to let's start with the top row here. So we're playing the 3 Technician for the sacrifice, and just to, as another way to gain life sometimes, and then a way to get Anakin online a little earlier. 3 Loft Wolf is just like usually we're playing that on turn 2 and drawing a card on turn 1. It really just depends on game flow. A couple Outer Rim in the main board just to deal with like space pilots, big upgrades that can be a problem, especially on leaders. The 3 Reckless Sacrifice has been really nice because we draw so many cards, and again, it gets Anakin online. It can be a little awkward though sometimes, like later in the game, because you have to discard a unit from your hand, and you deal 5 damage to a unit that costs more than the discarded card. So a lot of our units are expensive, and that's where Reckless Sacrifice gets kind of odd. Couple Bith Brute. It's nice for the Saboteur. It's also just an additional cheap Sentinel. The Saboteur can come in handy later in the game for aggressive negotiations to help us close out. 3 Droid Laser, just kind of our annoying Sentinel that we're usually playing on turn 2 or turn 3. 3 Era. Era is oftentimes just a decoy because our opponents have started to realize how good it is in this build because we can just regain all the life that we have lost. So most of the time it ends up just getting removed quickly. But there's occasional times against like space aggro decks where it can survive and then it can hit for 7, 8, 9, 10 damage and gain a ton of life for us. And if it stays for even more than one turn, it can be really impactful as the game goes on. Aggressive negotiations, for the way that I play this deck, I really am most of the time resourcing that card. Occasionally with Hera, I'm using it, and then occasionally I'm using it to close out the game. Most of the time, though, I'm resourcing that card early. It does come in handy, though, sometimes. A couple collateral damage. Oftentimes we're using that on turn 2. Take out, like, space-heavy decks or decks that try to go wide, or ping shields. Crushing Blow is a way to, like, deal with decks that try to get greedy against us and just have, like, a solid piece of removal for a bigger unit on turn 1, especially if collateral damage or Let's Call It War don't deal with those. Let's Call It War is a little better in here because we are oftentimes claiming the initiative. A couple of Hona to give us more restore early. So we have a lot of ways to gain life in this deck, which can be incredibly annoying and grindy for our opponents, especially with our 35 HP. So we have the Imperial Door Technician, the Hera, the Hona, the 3 Lost and Forgotten, the 3 Chimera, and that can, that's a ton. Especially if Chimera is out on the board. Like, we can gain so much life so quickly in here. And that's why there's 3 of those, but I'll get to that here in a second. A couple Charged with Treason, sometimes it's a little awkward, but 2 feels nice. A couple Tree Remembers to deal with, like, upgraded space units or pilots, as well as, like, units that try to get greedy or just, Chewbacca pilots, things like that. A couple Canto to help us to ramp up into our bottom row there, which is 9 and 10 cost. And then, of course, the 3 Anakin, which has been one of the MVPs for closing out the game. Rebellious Hammerhead has obviously been one of the MVPs for dealing with leaders, big threats in space, taking out Sentinels, all sorts of stuff. Just such a great card in here. One of the best cards in here. 3 Lost and Forgotten, of course, as our strong piece of removal. I do play a couple of No Glory in the side as another way to activate Anakin and at 7 cost. In a control deck like this, I think that card's coming in against more grindy matchups to give us more strong removal. Could probably even add a 3rd copy of that. I did have the Desolation of Hoth in here a good bit, but I decided to take it out to go a little lower to the ground with collateral damage and Reckless Sacrifice. But that's where I'm at currently. Desolation of Hoth was good, though, but it does cost 6, and a lot of games I found if I didn't have an early answer, it was really hard to recover and, turn the corner and gain enough life to get out of range of dying. So I felt like earlier pieces of removal were more important. The 3 Chimera. So the reason I'm playing 3 and the reason that I'm been stuck at 60 cards is because Chimera is one of those cards in here that has just been such a strong finisher for us. Taking out a big threat and then just gaining a ton of life. Like, we can really snowball with restore once we get that card out here because of all the removal we play. And a Lost and Forgotten, for example, gains 5 life and takes out a big threat. We have other things like Pre Vizsla and Anakin and Bo-Katan. Bo-Katan, for example, like if they're playing a lot of cheap units, we can just gain a ton of life and just swing the game in our favor. So Chimera's just been a really strong MVP in this deck for closing out the game. A couple Hyperspace Disaster, 3rd copy in the side. 3 Pre Vizsla, also been an MVP for closing. Essentially a board wipe. 3 Single Reactor as a closer or a way to just blow up the board if things get crazy at 10 cost. And then Bo-Katan, of course, is one of our really strong closers as well. So this deck's just been a lot of fun. Like I said, at first it was very odd, and it really is one of those decks that, you know, what you put in here to tech for things is reliant on what is going to happen with the meta. Right now, I would say I'm kind of like well-rounded because I don't know what the meta is going to be as of yet. But I really like this deck. It's a lot of fun. The card draw is fun. Just navigating things, getting Anakin online, playing hero and villainy is a lot of fun. So it's been cool. In the sideboard, still working things out. A couple Ray for control or grindier matchups. CAD, control, Dedra. Galen Urso for credit decks. The Desolation of Hoth for decks that are trying to go wide. Hyperspace for space focus. Collateral damage for tokens and decks that go wide. Just kind of the rough draft, but let me know what you guys think. And I would also love to hear what you guys would cut to get it to 54 for those who have also played this deck, because this is one of those decks that is a little odd for sure. But without further ado, let's get into some games. All right. Do we want to play Karis or do we want to just claim? We don't have anything great. This hand is actually pretty god-awful for this matchup. I'm gonna mulligan. That's a little better. Wee bit better. I guess that, and you need to keep 2 red cards, though, is the other problem to be able to use the charged. Lost of Forgotten's a ways off. I guess it's got to be like this. Well, yeah, because we're definitely keeping Droid Laser because it's the only play we have. So pretty much all we're doing here is claiming, drawing a card. Era's not bad. I think Bo-Katan can go. Yeah, let's just get that down. Get some restore going. Now, I'll just say, like, my initial thoughts on Mando Colossus Control are that it's not that great. When I initially started messing around with building Lando, it just didn't. It's not that the idea isn't good. It's just more like the there's not enough good pieces of removal. Like already, what I want to have is 3 Tree Remembers, because Charge with Treason isn't doing a ton for us, and he might have Charge with Treason too here. So we probably need to attack first. I mean, I guess it's about the same, right? Yeah, because we're going to take 4. Going to take some indirect here. I don't want to put that on Era. I mean, if he has the Charge of Treason, he has it. There's not much we can do about it. I'm trying to keep this thing alive. Don't want to make it easy for him with, like, collateral damage. Okay, there's another one. We don't have anything good in our hand. Probably gonna have to, yeah, put some there. There's another Era. We could aggressive negotiations here to gain some extra life. Just not the worst idea. And then play Karis. Not opposed to that. I think that's honestly our best line of play right now. It's not. This deck isn't. It definitely feels awkward. I mean, that was nice. Gain a good bit of life there. Gain 7 life. Can't be mad about that. It's like they have to start over. I mean, they're definitely gonna kill Era next turn. So just gonna put it on the base. And claim. Hope he doesn't have collateral damage, which is the best card, or that, yep. Hyperspace Disaster is a card. I mean, that wasn't a bad find. The Outer Rim. I don't think we need this card anymore. The question is, do we play that or not? Support Mando, boom. Let's do that. Charge is a card. He deploys, we defeat. Unless he has Cinta. Use Topple, okay. We're just gonna go Outer Rim era. It's fine. We'll take one here. Again, I don't want to make it easy for him to kill that. We're still doing okay. We have a lot of life. Probably just gonna claim here. True Members isn't bad. Chimera is not coming down. There's a good find. That was a good find. I'm gonna let go of this. Maybe. We have Signal Reactor. Okay. Let's just go boom. Okay, he had the collateral damage. That's fine. All right. He's got 4 resources. We have Charge of Treason. Okay. Not the worst. Lost and Forgotten is not terrible. Lost and Forgotten plus a card. We could also just play Rebellious Hammerhead, which isn't bad. Let's do that. Put 3 on this. It's fine. Okay, there's the Devastator as expected. Now we can't do the Karis thing that I wanted to do with the Chimera. So we just got to claim. So we don't want to take 9. Maybe next turn on that. Okay, that's not terrible. Okay, takes off the shield, sure. Hona's not bad. We can get Chimera out there, gain some life. What does this do? Each costs 3 or less. Well, that's not going to work. She remembers, gets 3 or less. Kind of okay with getting Hona established and killing that. 4-2, okay. I hate to get rid of Desolation of Hoth, but it just feels awkward right now. Alright. Let's get in for 2. See what he does. Okay, I'm okay with that. Sure. We could single reactor. Could also play. So we're going to take 3, go to 22. Let's get Hona down. What do you do? Ouch. Not great. Hope he doesn't have another one, I guess. If he claims here. I mean, we're probably just claiming and attacking with Hona, right? Into the double or 000. If he, okay. Well, now we're doing. I don't know. Honestly, I feel like we should just blow up the board. Doesn't feel like the worst idea. Hona gets us to 24. He attacks in again. Goes to 28. Chimera lets us or 24. Have a threat in space. Go to 9. We can play Karis. And we have Hona too. Let's try this. Let's go there. Okay, we take the 4. Interesting choice there. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. Okay. So he didn't want Chimera to stick around. Honestly, totally fine with that. Charge the treason? No, just pre-Vizsla, right? At 10? Okay. Yeah, I guess so. Are we doing it? Just hope he doesn't have another Devastator. I think that's the card we were not wanting to have happen. Okay, we lose. Yeah, we don't have hero there, unfortunately. Sure. Not too worried about those. Claim, trigger, draw. Lost or Forgotten is good. Okay. It's just... I want to get in for 6. That's a good card. How many topples has he used? He's used 2. I think we can skip here. Do we want to just use Rebellious? Oh, I need to undo that. I need to undo that because I want to do Lost and Forgotten plus Rebellious. Let's do this. Wait, do we have lethal? 34, 6, 4, 5, 6, 12. Almost. Almost. Okay, so we're expecting him to possibly have something here. So let's Lost and Forgotten, I think. Get rid of that. So grind. Okay. Sure. Let's go here. This does 4. Ah. Well, if we attack in here, we have game. So I'm not too worried about that. We're gonna skip now. Yes, okay, he got to 27. It's fine. But we got to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Yeah, we have lethal. I mean, just go there. All right. Good game. Initial thoughts. This deck is interesting. I don't know if 60 cards is right. I think 54 is probably better. But I don't know. Definitely might want to tweak some of the early removal around too. But yeah, wasn't bad. This is gonna be interesting. I think actually Thrawn Red Splash is pretty sweet. Yeah, I'll keep. I think the general rule of thumb is we don't want aggressive negotiations early. So we're just gonna claim draw. Okay, that's not bad. Thrawn does have some cheaper units, so this might actually be useful. Guess we're going droid. Okay, Merrick is a card. So Desolation of Hoth is already feeling better. Like we're not attacking here. Hona's not the worst. This is where I would really like a Tree Remembers, or I mean, Rebellious Hammerhead's going to be good. We might just claim here and draw. Bith Brute's not doing a ton. I mean, we don't need Hona yet. I guess we could play Bith and then claim. They could kill it, right? We were just building up. I don't know. I guess getting Hona established isn't the worst thing. Let's just do that. It's odd, like that. Oh, there's a card. There is a card. It's a card we don't want to see, right? But we must. We must see it. Okay. Well, now Hona can kill Merrick, which isn't the worst thing. I don't want to get rid of another one of these cards. We have nothing to play this turn, so we're just killing Merrick. And then, oh, ouch, that's another terrible card. So many terrible cards. Okay, that is going to be epic when it gets to play out here. Okay. Are we doing Hoth? I don't know. Or just Rebellious Hammerhead? Rebellious Hammerhead is so much better against big things. I don't think they have a ton of space in their deck, right? They don't, right? In red? Oh, they have Devastator. Okay. We have Lost and Forgotten. We have Hammerhead. I don't know. There's a world where we might want to do that. What card do we not need right now? I guess I'm going to go here. All right, let's just support And go face. Draw, restore. Okay. Hammerhead's not the worst card by any means. Can we do anything else here? We could Outer Rim to take away the shield. Hoth to kill Ozzel and Night Sister. Just like kind of weird, right? Hammerhead puts us in a place where if we play it, they can attack into it and do 12 to us, which is not good. So don't want to do that. Let's do this and kill Krennic Night Sister. Get a double kill. Now he can Ozzel us, make us discard 2, but that's not really doing a ton versus us. Card we don't want to see is Hellgate. Okay. So he's doing that. Do we care about Outer Rim? Maybe. Okay. I'm cool with clearing the shield. Drawing a card. And then claiming. We could just Hammerhead that next turn. Yep. Okay, take 3, but we are going to lose the Hammerhead immediately. We're getting closer to Bo-Katan, which is disgusting. Although we will... I mean, he kills Hammerhead. Do we care? Do we care? Not really. We have another one. We could also just Lost and Forgotten it, which is not the worst idea. So we don't have to worry about it. I'm actually cool with that. Get that card off here so it's useless. So it doesn't get them value. Draw a card. Okay, we take an 8, but okay with that. Okay, Chimera's not great. Oh no. Alright. Is there anything we can play that slows things down a bit? Maybe we're wanting that, well, we can kill Devastator. And those guys are going to die next turn. Bo-Katan is going to kill everything next turn. Oh my god. Ouch. Well, that Chimera was not expected. Okay. Bo-Katan's going to be good, but it's not going to deal with that 6/6 in space. Okay, well, let's play it. Okay. Flaming. Ooh, double Ground Sentinel. All right, we got the Hammerhead, and then we're taking 8. That's a lot. We could also play a Sentinel. Let's get rid of one of these cards. We could play multiple Sentinels here. Let's Call It War is not the worst thing ever. This deck is grindy. So grindy. Okay, let's play the Sentinel. Play Loth plus Outer Rim. Ouch. He's got all the answers over there. The double Sentinel thing is just not great. I wish I had that Zeb too. What did he do to get rid of our token there? Oh, he played Outer Rim. Okay. We found one Sentinel. How many cards do we have? 1, 2, 3. We're not even close to any. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're swinging in for 13. I mean, we would have it if he didn't have those ground Sentinels all over the place. We can Chimera his 6-drop. So we got to play a Sentinel first. We have to. I don't know if we can survive this, to be honest. Doesn't feel like it's going to happen. What did he just do? Did he just play another Pre-Vizsla? Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot you can do when somebody has a Pre-Vizsla every time you play a Ground Sentinel. So, just leave this one. Yeah, I that was kind of... so my thoughts on that one were like, the curve is so high in this deck. Like when we get to play the cool stuff like Pre-Vizsla and Chimera, it's 2 turns later. And it costs us so much more. Like Bo-Katan is nice, but again, you have a Sentinel. We didn't have any other units on board because of how much removal they had. We were not able to flip the corner. Like there was a, maybe you're playing Rebellious Hammerhead earlier would have been good. But like I said, it was putting us in a weird place where they were just going to kill us with Legacy Run. Like Legacy Run was the reason that we couldn't just play Hammerheads and like build strength and space. Because if we were able to do that, then we could have spread out the experience with Bo-Katan and Hammerhead and like divvied it up so we weren't so susceptible to ground Sentinels. It was really Legacy Run. Yoda Dad. So the question is, am I worried? Do I want the Loth Wolf on turn 1? Definitely resourcing that.
It's almost like you're just going to initiative draw a card.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking. I want to resource Loth, yeah. Because what's that?
It's almost like turn 2 you play the Loth and still be able to claim initiative.
Yeah.
And draw cards. So it's almost
the
card with treason with a Hammerhead.
Yeah. Let's just go load a curve and see. Let's try it that way and see how it feels.
Of course, we draw the backup 2-drop.
And they draw the one that loses all Sentinels. Charge of Treason's looking pretty nice right about now.
Yep.
We can play Karis here, I think, and then just claim.
Nope.
Oh, ouch. That isn't the best turn 2 play you can have. Oh. Charge the Treason it is. I don't want to get rid of both of these now.
No, yeah, you kind of want to hold one. Is it Bo then? Or is it...
I don't know. This feels like this is nice with aggressive negotiations at some point, too. We're at 4, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should let them know another one's coming. Yeah, because that card does so much damage. It does like 5 damage to your face. You don't have any hero cards. Also a very good next turn card to draw there. Yeah, we're...
You got Bo.
Oh, we do have Bo, yeah. You're right. That gives us something.
Yeah, takes that off the board.
Okay. Another charged, I guess. Chewie remembers isn't bad. Yeah, use that for now since. Could also play Hona. Establish the life gainer. It's not the worst idea.
Both are good.
Yeah, let's go that route. Since we're not taking too much damage yet. Try to turn the corner, and we have Lost and Forgotten next turn too, so get some double restore going for 5.
Hopefully Tree Remembers next turn is a reasonable play, so you still get the card draw.
Okay, so we're gonna Lost and Forgotten that thing. Another Hona. Could Rebellious Hammerhead actually.
Yep. It seems
like a good idea. Establish another defensive threat so we're not relying on removal. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. In game 2, I wasn't able to do that. And it made a huge difference in the game. I feel like this is like your connecting card. Like it connects you to the late game. Oh, ouch. Oh, I guess I could have played Mando there. Oh, well.
it prevents the free damage.
Yeah, it actually also prevents them from just killing. They might attack Hona here, which is fine. Okay, we're just... Okay, they're at 20.
I mean, it probably...
I guess we kind of have to plan to kill this thing.
Yep.
Hope they don't have aggressive negotiations. Yeah, I'm probably just using Hona to sacrifice here. They're not going to win. Are they going to win with aggressive negotiations for 4? No, they get to 31 though.
That'll be rough.
What's going on? Is my internet messing up? I'm confirming. Okay. Ouch. Another one. Okay, we have Bith Brood at least.
Yep.
We're going to be at 8 next turn. So we can Lost and Forgotten Depa. Did he just claim? Oh, we could treason, actually. Well, let's do that. Because he has Saboteur. Have you played Ezra yet? Hello, hello?
Nope.
You haven't played the new Ezra yet?
Sorry, I have not.
Oh, okay.
My daughter was saying goodnight.
Oh, no, you're all good. What do I want to resource here? Kind of want to play Kara so I can play Chimera next turn, potentially.
Yeah, I still think it's probably... It's Karis or Hona.
Yeah, I feel like we need more restore, though. The other problem is we could resource this.
The
reason is, yeah, because I want to stabilize my life first before I start worrying about closing the game out. I want to ideally play Karis and Lost and Forgotten this turn. And then either Chimera. Okay.
Well, that was good.
Yeah. So if he plays space, we kill it with Hammerhead. If he goes ground, we kill it with Lost and Forgotten. Beguile the Hammerhead. Okay.
Let me say thank you.
Yeah. When they're beguiling, that's a good thing. And it just gives us another piece of removal. He's got to play something now. Yeah, it just sets us up to whatever he plays. We just kill it with Hammerhead. Okay. Cool. Another Hone. I don't think we need that anymore. Depends on what he does here.
Yep.
I think we may have flipped the corner though, or turned the corner.
Hard to imagine.
Okay, that exhausts both the cards. That's fine though, because let's use Chimera. Yeah, the shielded unit is nice, but not for Chimera. Now I think we're in good shape. This is why I like this card in here, because it fits the theme of like getting our life total back in check.
Games.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just felt like playing into this is one of the more unique decks.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. This card is good against them.
Yes.
But I think we're at the point where we're probably just going Hammerhead or Bo-Katan. Guess we'll see what they do. Okay. I'm gonna go here and gain some life. The fact that it's just like a static ability is so good. Okay, well that stinks. But that's okay. We just bring in Bo-Katan and close this bad boy out. We're at 10. Is there any reason? I guess.
Yeah, I wonder like what he's sitting on in his hand that he's.
I don't know.
He's playing around something.
I mean, these two units are so hard to get through with those colors. Okay. Well, that's going to be an easy choice. Maybe he's just watching us play this deck and getting ideas. I don't know. This game felt a lot better than the second game. I know you didn't get to see the first two, but I think in large part just because can't really do that.
No double raid.
Yeah, no double red. But I don't think it matters anymore.
No.
Yeah, that one went good. So try this list, I guess. I will say I almost feel like I want 3 of these. Yeah. I just want to do that just to get to as close to to 0 damage as possible. I know that's, to me, that's the same thing as just attacking in and winning. But yeah, I mean that felt that's the most dominant this deck has been of the 3. And now, I mean, Boba Lake Country is definitely the better opponent, but I definitely don't think Greef Red is anything to slouch. You know, just still a pretty good deck. I don't know. What do you think of that game?
I think it went well. You're just able to 1-for-1 with incremental gains in 1-for-1. Sometimes it was like
Yeah.
1-for-1, but I kept a card too.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that part is nice. And then I do like this card in here because it's kind of our, they going against us, they're going to realize that they want to try to go wide. And this is a way for us to like have a mid-game answer, because sometimes this is better than Hammerhead. Because like that's what I was happening against Thrawn too. Is like Hammerhead wasn't a good option because they had like they had Director Krennic, Admiral Ozzel, Night Sister, and then a couple of other cheap things. And it was like me hammerheading a Night Sister for 8 damage isn't really that great, you know? So I think this card is pretty good in here. Charge of Treason definitely feels like the right choice in here for sure, with having access to more cards consistently.
Yep.
That's pretty much what saved us this game, I think, early on. I still think this card's not bad. I don't know. Definitely felt better. All right, we're going to keep this. Need 2 reds. It's not a bad find. Another aggressive negotiations. Okay. We're just going to kill that with charge next turn, right? Potentially. We'll see. Okay, he's at 3. I just play Hera here. Sure. Okay. Another droid laser isn't bad. We have aggressive negotiations. We have charge with treason to take out Talzin. See what he does. If he gets greedy. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Got another one here. Do you want to just charge here again? Or aggressive negotiations into that? So I really want to play droid laser target, honestly. Okay. Well, we could just kill this. It's not the worst thing. Yeah. lost and forgotten that next turn. Desolation might come in handy. Let's get rid of tree. I don't think we're gonna need that. Another one. Wonderful. Hammerhead's good. Play that plus Karis. I haven't seen any space units yet. Except force deck, so droid laser. Anakin's not terrible. Could do droid laser plus Anakin. This gives us options here with Desolation if he plays another cheap unit. We also have Charge of Treason. We're just trying to get rid of Anakin. Actually can't play Charge of Treason this turn. Wow. Well, that's exciting. I think we're just claiming here. Blowing up the board, right? We have Sentinel here, so I mean, we know they're ground heavy, so depends on what they play. Okay, that's a bit of a bigger card. I do want to start playing Hona because I mean, the amount of removal this guy keeps finding every time we put something in his way is ridiculous. Okay. That's wonderful. Still didn't find another sentinel. Found that, but that's nothing. That lowers his HP by what? 3, so he goes to 9. It's 5 health. But we're gonna take too much damage, yeah. There's not like great options here. Take 7, go to 34. Okay. At 34. Almost dead. I thought he already put... No, he didn't put an experience this turn. Okay. Ouch. Okay. Well, that's wonderful. Okay, there's the ground sentinel. We gotta start getting our life total in check. Of course they have that, okay. That helps a little bit. Not great. Okay, Kanto's not bad. I think we need another one of those. Has all 3 craving powers now. Charge of Treason's online. Okay. It's at 4 HP. So we could play Charge of Treason and then play Hona. Just hanging on. 5 HP now. Or 5 resources, okay. True Remembers is a card. It is a card. Okay, that's a good card. He just keeps spitting out fire. Belly's Hammerhead's beautiful here. Yeah, just gonna skip. Condemn, okay. Honestly, not that worried about that. Let's do this plus Hona. Extracted Lightsaber, 6 power. Could play an Anakin, make it a 3/3, or Bo-Katan. I think Bo-Katan's probably good, right? Desolation of Hoth is good too. Okay, bye. Gain some life. Okay. He has no hand, so we can swing it for 5. Do we have Charge for Treason online? No, we have Anakin. Okay. Okay. Good find there. I'm just gonna skip for now. I like our hand a lot. Let's go here. Okay, he has another one. Okay. Anakin. Crushing blow. Gain. Then we're gonna go just establish a Bo-Katan, I guess. Or no, let's establish Chimera. Pass. Skip. Lawbringer. Lost and Forgotten. Just kill. Gain some more life. Let's get a Loth Wolf down. A Rim down. Pass. Oh, I could have done that. Whatever. And that should do it. Good game. That was a crazy game. All right. Solid keep here. Just claim, draw. Bith Brute is pretty good. It'll kill it. Like getting rid of that card quickly. I kind of want to discard because we draw, so I'm not that worried about it. Get era established here, I think, is a good idea. It's not the worst idea, but I also like the idea of just removing that and forcing him to have another spaceship. Okay. Okay. Like a glove. Ours claiming. Didn't find anything. We did find hyperspace. This might be the time to get era established. Yeah, it seems like the right time. Okay. He's going to go ahead and kill that. That's fine. We have Outer Rim, which is even better. Yeah, he didn't want to have to deal with the massive amount of life gain that we can have. Huh. Okay. Take 3. And our opponent is done. Guess here comes the hyperspace. Alright, decent enough keep here. It's not like perfect, but we do have the outer rim for Han. I mean, establishing that's not the worst thing. But we can always do that next turn. Let's just get that going. He's probably going in space, my guess, so. All right, there's a space. 2 space, 2 2/2s. Good start for him, not so great for us. Gonna hold on to Pre-Vizsla for later. Crushing Blow coming in handy here. Okay, he's going all over the place. Another Crushing Blow. Okay. Up to 7. Droid Laser's not bad here. What's he give it? It gives it +3, +4. Go ground plus outer rim. Yeah, let's do that. Let's make him go space with Han. And then, oh, he went Boshek. Okay. I don't want to use outer rim on that. Just take the 4. Okay. Okay, there's the Han. Yeah, we're gonna take damage up there. Charge of Treason. Take that out. Let's get in for some damage here. What do we want to take out? The 2/2 or the 1/4? Let's take out the 1/4. Okay, not pretty surprised by that, I guess. Okay. Hammerhead's good. Okay, Yeah, this just gives us something to be. Yep, and they're done. Good game. All right, up against Chewie Yellow. Bith Brute. Tree remembers. Charged is good. Let's get rid of Reactor. And I guess I charged. Just claim. Okay, that's a card. Chimera feels like a card I want to have in this matchup at some point. But so does that. I don't know. Let's go here. Obviously he can go face, but gives us an answer. Okay, claim. Okay. Canto is a card. Another single reactor. Let's just take this out. Take 3. We don't have charged online. We have Canto next turn. Okay. Take 5. Go to 11. Charged is there if we need it now. It might be what we do next turn, right? Because he takes 3, we charged him. Potentially. Just really don't want to get rid of Chimera. But gotta do what you gotta do. Get up to 7. So that's nice. If he attacks in. I think at 7 we would want to go charged. Something else. Okay. It's a card. Oh, yeah, it commence. Okay. Do like... Oh, now we have plenty of red, of course. Oh, Kazuda can kill. Let's go face. Draw a card. Ouch. Okay, we're up to 7. He has less resources than us. So we can... Lost and Forgotten here. Go to 8 so we have single reactor. I mean, just claim, right? It's a card. Oops, I didn't mean to press deny. Sorry. It was, yeah. I was trying to help, but it didn't work. Okay. Oh no, it did work. Okay. Sure. Okay. Just. I am clearly getting tired because I definitely wanted to keep that Loft Wolf. All right, we have charged here. Let's play this first. Yeah. I definitely wanted to keep the Loth Wolf. Let's bait out the arrow. Because I can do some damages against them. What do you attack with? That? Okay. It doesn't matter. Not really. That's a good card. It's a very good card. He could kill it. We're going to kill all that stuff. Take 5. Oh no, okay. Okay, we're just going to go Bo-Katan and wipe the board. That was pretty amazing. Can't be mad about a 12-12 Bo-Katan. I mean, I guess Era, yeah, Era is a threat. Okay, he gets the 0-2 spy token, okay. Okay. Claim. We're at going to 9. Yeah, we got to kill that. So we need to trigger remembers that. I don't think Outer Rim's doing anything for us this game. He's on pretty much like a 2-turn clock now. Can charge to anything big, okay. Yeah. Go to 16. It's a close one, though. There's Anakin. Okay, we have Chimera live, too. Yeah, he's done. Yep. I mean, he's got to swing in for 8 damage. It's not possible with a spy token without a huge hand, so. Good one. All right, another good one. I will keep 2 easy resource decisions here. It's always a nice feeling. I'm not going to claim if they play a ground unit. I'm going to, because they have the initiative, I'm going to just play Loth Wolf because I don't want to take damage against them. I want to slow down the damage output as much as possible. If they go space, then I'll claim. Or that. That's always nice, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, it's not doing anything, so let's just claim. Didn't find anything besides Era. I mean, Era's pretty good. Okay. Yeah, it puts them in a weird place where the damage that they do right now is just gonna... We're just gonna immediately... Okay. Didn't find anything for red 5, unfortunately. Tree Remembers is an answer, though. Yeah, I want to have Ground Sentinels. Just keep removing the threats. Okay. Want to just claim? I mean, gaining 3 life, or doing 3 damage is not doing anything for us right now. No answers for the spaceship. When's this flip? 5, okay. Let's play Lothwolf. Anakin next turn could be good, potentially. I just feel like Anakin gets so good in this deck later in the game. So far, we're doing good. Like, we haven't done anything. We're gonna take 4. It has Saboteur, okay. So let's put down the bigger threat so that if he kills Era here, we can kill him with Bith Brood next turn. Yep. I love Era in this deck because it really does. It's just like such a big threat by itself that everyone's like always trying to kill it, as they should, because aggressive negotiations on it isn't disgusting. But it really does like a good job of stalling the game and forcing our opponents to deal with it. It's kind of like its own piece of removal in a way. And on top of that, if it doesn't get dealt with, it becomes insane. So, especially for an aggro deck. All right, we flip into Mando. We attack with Bith. Okay, Tico. Never mind. So that changes my plan. So we played Droid Laser here. 5, 6, 3 health. Anakin. Well, I guess I should probably play an Anakin, right? Seems like a good idea. Just take 4 in space. Still gonna hold on to the laser turret just in case, because just want to make sure we have a hero, because you know sometimes we don't. If they try to go space or pivot to space, okay, that's a card. Take 5 from Rose Tico. Just gonna take out. Just gonna use Anakin on Tico, okay. Take 4. There's a good card. Hate to keep getting rid of all these Karases, but that's not... Honestly, yeah, I do want to draw cards, though. We're 3 turns away from Previsla. Okay, there's a card. Yep, they got a little greedy. Can save that for a turn. Let's go at war. Crushing Blow. Another Anakin. Their Anakin is good. Okay, yellow aces. Sure. Take 5. Does it have Saboteur? No. It's going to do a good amount of damage, too. Kind of want to get this established. So we can find an aggressive negotiations. Because we're going to take 5 damage from that. It's a lot of damage. It's a good card. There's Chimera. Oh, okay, Desolation is perfect timing. Okay, so let's go here because we want to get up to Previsla. We're going to take 5. Han solo would be the worst if he has a Han on the yellow aces. That's going to be 7 damage. Okay, there's the 5. Go to 27. Okay. Yep. Yeah, he's trying to close her out. Desolation continues to be a card that... Okay, exhausted the life gainer. That's fine. Nothing has Saboteur, though, so... Droid Laser's a card. Ah. Okay, we're going to have to... We can go in for 9 here. To get to 24. But he kills our Sentinel, so we really need to kill him. We do have Previsla. To take out those 2 units. Okay, so reclaim, play Previsla. I do love Tree, but... God, another one of those. That's what I was going to say. Like, please, not another one of those. All right, we have Chimera, though. That's not a bad card either. 2 + 9. Force him to have an answer for it. Gets in for 6. He could have that 1 card commence, and that would be game. That's the 1 card that would be bad. Okay. Sorry, he... Ah. Interesting. So he had the support. Okay. Sacrifice one of these. Kill that. Go to... Attack in for 12. Go to 27. We need to kill that outer rim to go to 28. Okay. Oh no. Can he do 7 with that? Maybe, yeah. Get close. He got real close. But not close enough. Good game. All right, this is a solid. Another good one. Just gonna claim here. Okay, he upgraded that card already. Just let go of Chimera here. We're gonna take 4 damage in space. Okay, just waiting on Tree Remembers or a Crushing Blow to take out this card. Not finding any of those right now. Rebellious Hammerhead's not the worst, but it's not going to deal with that. I think getting this down to gain some life is not a bad idea. Okay. All right, that's not a terrible card, but not the best card. This might just be a... Next we have 5. Okay. Yeah, we can do like this. And then Rebellious Hammerhead to take it out. Puts on 6. He healed himself. Okay, that's annoying. Oh, he flips on 5, sorry. Yeah, we're taking a lot of damage right now because we've had no answer for that card. This gets does not get Anakin online. We can hit for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need to do that first. Take that out. Just waiting on our opponent. Not sure if we upset our opponent because he can't do a combo now. I don't know. Okay, hyperspace disaster is good. Lost and Forgotten would be a card we want. There it is. Okay. Get it for 5. We're going to take 6 here. Okay, probably going to just drop down Kanto next turn. Depending on what they do. Okay, we're at 23. Yeah, Kanto seems like a good idea. We're going to be at 8, so Kanto plus Bith Brute. I like the idea of collateral damage, but at the same time. Just another Bith Brute. We're at 9, so we could play Tree Remembers on something here. Then we're going to take damage. So we could play Tree Remembers, take out this card. Yeah, let's do that. Then we just claim. Good. Okay, I don't want to take 5. So I'm going to claim. Do I want to go to 10 or do I want to draw? What can 10 do for me? Not a lot with this. The only thing that would really help is if I had Pre-Vizsla. So I'm going to pass on that. No Pre-Vizsla. Lost and Forgotten's not bad. Gain 5 life here, which is pretty good. Trade drop Abyss. Okay, we're gonna draw now. Try to find pre-Vizsla. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. Sweet. Just been waiting to get Anakin online. Crushing Blow is a card. Do I want to take 2 in space? Is it worth it to get in for damage? I don't know. Kind of think we should get in for some damage here. Gonna take 5 and go to 27. Anakin still only doing -3. I mean, it's something. Okay, we're maybe turning the corner here. We have Chimera that we're just kind of waiting the wings for. Another Rebellious Hammerhead would be nice. They have a ton of cards over there. It's a grindy game. Okay, claim, draw, pre-Vizsla, boom. Okay, he's a 6/7 with a Dark Saber, which gives him... Okay. Kind of like the idea of just playing Chimera here. Sacrificing the Hammerhead. I mean, that's a good card too. The Bo-Katan. So it makes it a 3/4. See what he does. Let's get him for 5. Okay, that's... yeah, and he's done. What I was gonna gain, probably gonna just kill the droid laser. Go to 23. So is our opponent still here? I don't know. I don't know if he ran out of time. Is that what's happening here? All right, this is keepable enough, I think. Just gonna claim and pass. Go droid laser, most likely, depending on what they do. Playing against a force blue deck. Okay. Just claim, probably go Hona. Or let's call it war. Auto damage isn't bad here either. Chimera at 9 is far away. Let's just go here. Draw. Okay. I mean, Kanto seems fine. Like ramping into big things. Okay. Do you want to go to 7 or do you want to draw? I think we want to go to 7. Okay. Another aggressive negotiations. Crushing blow is not doing anything for us. We could play let's call it war here. He has the force online. I don't want to attack into anything. Let's call it war isn't bad. We're gonna go to 8, 9 so we can get Chimera out. 5. I'm probably just gonna play Hera. Just to establish a threat. We have the initiative, we could draw. Let's just kill that. Draw a card. Okay. All right, we're at 9. So Chimera is an option here. Almost like the idea of just not doing that, though, and just playing Pre-Vizsla. Because Pre-Vizsla is going to be really hard for them to deal with. Like, they're going to have Shatterpoint. He can kill Mando here with Droid Laser, or Yaddle. Probably chooses. Okay, or that. He might just kill Hera. Okay, he did not. So we can go Droid Laser and Hona here. Play Pre-Vizsla next turn. We know he has Depa that can kill Droid Laser, which is fine. It's fine. Almost just want to claim, take out the big threats. I didn't mean to do that. Hold on a second. There we go. So I just want to play Pre-Vizsla here. Okay, I don't think we need that. Another one of these? Yeah, I don't think so. Just play Pre-Vizsla. Let's do 4, 2. It's going to be hard for him to come back from that. Now I think it's time to just go face. He lost and forgotten. Okay. Charge, collateral, lost and forgotten ourselves. Any reason we want to go to 9 here? Yes, I would say so. Because we have Chimera as an option here. Okay. Awesome. Just completely wiped our board with Bo-Katan. That's wonderful. What a great card to have. We need something cheap. That was the right card to find, right when we were about to take over the game. Good thing is we have a lot more weapons. We have Anakin. Okay. So worried about that. Well, his hammerheads are really strong right now. What are we doing here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just kill Kanto. Take 4. Let's put 1 to spread them out a little bit. Reckless Sacrifice is a good option here too. Also, just might want to play Outer Rim to set up a Chimera. Okay. Correct. We could aggressive negotiations. Grogu here. He has 2 shatter points now. Oh, he has a shatter point of lost and forgotten. Okay. If he plays like a decent unit over there, let's just go here, here, pass. Let's call it wars. Fine. I think we're good at 11. Okay, it's a card. Not too worried about the space thing. Play let's call it war plus hyperspace disaster. Or aggressive negotiations plus hyperspace. Disaster. Okay. All right, there's the moneymaker. Another great card. Let's go here for 3. Okay, sure. So he didn't attack, which is fine. Got 7 resources left. Okay, another Lost and Forgotten. We got our own Lost and Forgotten. Okay, another Anakin for us. Thinking at this point in the game, let's call it war is going to do less things for us. Chimera for 9 plus what? Nothing. We also have Anakin plus Lost and Forgotten, which is pretty good. I think that's probably our best play. This is where Anakin starts to be really, really valuable. Could just double up Anakin. Get that out of here and then use Lost and Forgotten for anything big. Yep. Okay, Chimera feels like a good option here. Nine plus 4. We know he plays Liberty too, so yeah. What does that do? Okay. Fine, we're getting threats established. They're just... Okay. I think we're good here now. Get in for 6. Okay. Take that out. Go face. Another sentinel. Bith. We want to play another chimera. Take out the sentinel. I don't think it's a bad idea, but I don't want to sacrifice. Previous is good. 13. I think we're good at 13. Okay, there's another shatter point. Can take out big boy here with Previsla. And the Sage, probably. Depends on what he does here. Okay, he lost. Yeah, so we're going to do that and that. Yeah. And good game. Felt really strong.